the loop. Two very big words.
What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Liberty Loop. So somebody sent me this interesting video about some liberal having a meltdown over Diamond and Silk, talking about, just straight facts. Basically, it's just, I just wanted to make this video to highlight just, exactly how deranged the liberal media is. So, basically, again, I'm going to play this video in a second here. They have this little intro. I'm just going to skip that because that's a waste of my time. But you have this liberal here. He looks disheveled. He looks like he hasn't bathed in at least a week. It looks like he hasn't even left his basement at least in like a month and a half. And this is one of those things where it's like the absolute state of liberalism in this country right now. It's like, you look at me, right? I'm looking pristine, I'm looking great. And you look at this guy, he, his hair's falling out, he's got fucking shit all over his face. It's disgusting. But anyway, I wanted to make a video about this Diamond and Silk clip, and then someone sent me this liberal talking about it, so I figured, I could do two birds with one stone in this sense, make fun of the liberal media, and then also just, talk about how Diamond and Silk are actually promoting a pretty competent theory, and I've been wondering it myself, so I'm just going to let the video play.
There's a lot of course, a
This
lot
guy
of questions
says
that people
ums
have
and uhs all the
during
time.
a
It's
crisis
bizarre.
like this. Tough to get information that you can count on.
Really bizarre.
Obviously, what's going on in New York is a horror show right now, and it's a horror show that
I'm just going to skip the intro because I don't care about what the liberal says.
2 weeks.
And Silk.
A matter of 2 weeks, over 1,000 people supposedly died from the coronavirus. In a 2 weeks time period, over 1,000 people, after being tested positive, have died from the coronavirus. But it took 39 days from January all the way up to February the 29th, I believe. That's
for
Saturday.
the first person.
For the first person to die. Here's another thing.
Come on.
Here's another thing.
Come on.
My president said on March the 20th.
I just gotta say, I really love how she says "my president" because that really just does trigger the liberals. Like you can tell, they got the box of this liberal on here, and you can tell he makes a little scruffled face. I think he's got a resting scruffled face, but like you can tell it really honestly triggers him when they say "my president." Like go back here, check it out.
Thing. My president said
You can
on
just look
March
at
the
him.
24th, Tuesday,
It's
this
hilarious.
past week.
Wait, pause
My
it.
president said that he
Pause it.
I don't care about what you have to say, bud.
They've
Come
sped
on.
up pretty quickly.
Come on.
Or are they saying it took too long?
Come on.
Oh God.
on March the
Notice how the liberal here will laugh, trying to pretend, right? Like, like, ha ha ha, I'm not triggered right now, ha ha, like that meme you see on the Twitter. It's funny that these are real people, right? Like, these are real human beings. Like, it's one of those things where, of course, they're inflating the numbers, right? Like, why wouldn't they? Like, you have states like New York where you have that ultra far left liberal, Chris Cuomo as the governor, and he's a liberal. So why would you trust a liberal state, a blue liberal state? Why would you trust them to report accurate numbers? It's honestly, it's one of those things where it's like, duh, they're out to go get him. He's on the TV every other day. Chris Cuomo's talking about how New York is the best and we got this good and Trump's trying to kill us. So I don't believe a word he says, but let's continue here.
24th, Tuesday, this past week. My president said that he would love for America to be back up and running.
I knew this was going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
I knew after he said this was going to happen. Go ahead.
At the time, he
Notice how they're lowering the volume, like just trying to censor these beautiful women's speech. It's unbelievable stuff. And, again, I just can't believe it.
said there was 25,489 cases with 307 deaths. Instantaneously, You had the
Instantaneously.
media calling President Trump out. He wanted open by Easter. He want this open by Easter. Me and you were talking. I said, now.
It was obvious when Trump said that he didn't say he was gonna open the country on Easter. He said it would be a beautiful time. And are you gonna dismiss that? Like, I understand that the leftist liberals over here, they out there, they're secular or whatever, they hate God, they just want to kill God. They want to, just rip him out of our schools, rip him out of our lives. And I know, there's a situation where a pastor got arrested in Florida for trying to just hold service. And it's disrespectful, it's disgusting, and honestly, the liberals are out of control. And the liberal media is just, it's just unbelievable stuff that they're doing. So I'm just going to let this play again.
Watch the numbers of deaths go up.
Right.
Watch everything increase because they wanted to make it look bad.
That's right.
In front of our eyes. Here it is 5 days later. 5 days later as of yesterday. It jumped from 25,489 cases up to 121,478 cases. It went from 307 deaths to 2,026 deaths in 5 days. And the media is reporting that now the USA far surpassed. We're number one now with the number of cases.
So again, let's just
It's
listen to
fascinating
the
to watch Diamond and Silk begin to understand the implications of a pandemic, and then, of course, say that it's all been made up. And this is, on one hand, it's sort of hilarious. On the other hand, it's sort of just one of the most effing disturbing things in the world. And part of the reason
what's disturbing again is watching liberals like this just deny that the fact that you can't, of course, New York, why would they have, if you understand the government and how liberals work, they have no reason to accurately report these numbers. So it's just like, again, if you're on TV every day talking about, oh, Trump's not doing his job, look at the numbers, and you're in charge of the numbers, it's one of those things where it's like, it's a no-brainer. Of course they're going to be corrupt. It's just like Joe Biden and the Ukraine and shit, man. Again, these liberals here, it's just unbelievable the stuff that they're throwing out there. Diamond Silk, amen to those sisters out there. They're really spreading fire, spreading truth to power. And, we got to be careful, man. We got to be careful, of course. But it's one of those things where it's like, we're number one. Like, they're inflating our numbers. They're deflating China's numbers. Like, this is all kinds of bullshit. And, you got liberals like this, 21,000 views. That's 21,000 people that are getting lied to, and it's just unbelievable. Cannot believe this is happening. And, again, I just dislike the video because, it's just garbage, liberal media. And if you got, let me know what you think, though. Like, seriously, I'm in North Carolina. I'm here safe in the South. There's apparently one case in my town, but I think that's just fear-mongering. I still go outside every day. And, I'm just, I'm feeling fine. I'm a young 20-year-old, I'm feeling fine. And, you ain't gonna stop me from participating in the economy. So, that's the thing, is these liberals are just trying to fearmonger, trying to scare you away from participating in the economy, trying to buy some useless crap for your kids or for your parents, for your friends. I just got, someone just came over, hugged me, I hadn't seen them in a few weeks, they just got back from New York, actually. No, I think they're in New Jersey, actually, and they came back from New Jersey. They hugged me, they didn't even get to their house yet. They didn't shower, they didn't do anything, and they just hugged, and it was just a great time because I haven't seen them in a while. So it's just one of those things where you're gonna let the liberal media lie to me. It's just no, I'm not gonna let that happen. So anyway, go ahead and dislike these videos. If you ever see any liberals on the YouTube, just dislike them. That's what you can do. Leave them a comment. I feel like you can if you want, but I'm not going to waste my time on effort leaving liberals comments on the internet, so it's just like a waste of my time. But yeah, Diamond and Silk are promoting a very valid conspiracy. They called it conspiracy theory, and it's just, it's a very valid theory. And, the fact that they even just, try to demean us and call it conspiracy theory, in my opinion, is just, it's unbelievable. And, you look at Trump, and Trump's just doing the best he can. There's a reason why his approval rating is skyrocketing, and liberals like this are definitely, I think, making it a little too on the nose with their cover-up. So definitely, if you see Chris Cuomo talk about the numbers on New York, just look at it with a skeptical eye. You know what I'm saying? And as Donald Trump always says, you're nasty. Fuck you, liberals. All right, thank you for watching. Fucking goddamn liberal scum. Jesus.